Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. So, this was always in my mind because anytime I tell a Christian that I converted to Islam, they always bring up this thing, and it just be so annoying that they always say, "Oh, that Islam is just a religion, and God never founded our religion, and God only said to find Him." And next thing they say Christianity isn't a religion, but just a relationship with God. If you want to find a relationship with God, be a Christian. If you want to find religion, just be a Muslim. They always bring this up, saying that God never found that religion, and all kind of thing. They say religion is just man-made. They say all religions are man-made. They say there's only that Christianity is not religion. It's just a relationship of God and all kind of foolishness. I just think. Oh, I always just be thinking about this. They say they're not wrong per se. If you read the Bible, because they're not really 100% wrong, but they're also not right because they kind of tell you like half truths, my brothers and sisters. Like I said, I was Christian before, then I become Muslim because, like my about page say, because I find Islam was more consistent with the prophets. Jesus never called himself God, and it was closer to my Unitarian beliefs when I was a Seventh Day Adventist. But this strange idea that God never found a religion and Christianity is just a relationship with God and all religions are man-made. It's wrong because now God found a religion called Islam. But they're not wrong to say Moses and Jesus never called the people to follow a religion. Like Moses never calls people to follow a religion called Judaism. It's never in the Bible. So that's why I say they're not wrong. And Jesus never calls people to ever follow a religion called Christianity. You never found it in the Bible. And that's why I say they kind of right. But what they're wrong about is they also like to put Islam in that. But Jesus and Moses call his people to submit to God and follow God's commandments. And that's what Islam means. And first, and also the Quran, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that the only religion where it's submitted by God is Islam. And Jesus called his people to submit to God. And same with Moses. They call their people to submit to God. And Islam means submission to God. So that means Jesus and Moses called their people to submit to God. And Prophet Muhammad called his people to submit to God. So that means all of them basically call for Islam. Like I'm like Judaism only come out somewhere in the Bible in exile or something. The enemies of Jesus used to call his followers Christians to mock them. They was from the enemies of Christ who used to call them that. So this wasn't even a term that Jesus used. And how Jesus can even be a Christian? Like how you could be a follower of yourself? Christian just mean follower of Christ. So yeah. So that doesn't even make any sense. So Jesus must be a Muslim, and he's not a Jew because Jesus can never be a Jew because he was a critic of Judaism. He he criticized the Pharisees. He slapped down, he threw over tables, he whipped them. He was never like I don't like when people say Jesus is a Jew because it's wrong. Because Jesus wasn't a Jew. Because Jesus was a huge critic of Judaism. He was he was against the Pharisees. He argued against them. He was so, and he was also preaching a next religion. He was preaching our next book. That like me as a Muslim, just get a next book criticizing the Muslim leaders and preaching a new religion and preaching a new book saying it's divine and thinking I is a prophet. Am I still a Muslim? No, I'm not because I basically preaching something different. So Jesus was doing that. Jesus was preaching the gospel, and it was only one gospel. It was on no other. It's not like Matthew, Mark, all this New Testament thing. It was just one. That's why I say gospel one. That's why you call it the Injil. So Jesus never preached Christianity. He never called people to be Christians. Jesus was just a Muslim. That have to be. He calls people to submit to God. Islam believe to submit to God. Moses calls people to submit to God. They never say Judaism, follow Judaism, or follow Christianity. And Prophet Muhammad also calls people to submit to God. So that's why I say, and plus these Christians who like to say, oh, Christianity is just a relationship with God. This is also false. because a religion. I don't care if you call yourself non-denomination or Jesuit. If you call yourself a Christian and if you follow a book called the Bible and you say Jesus is God and you believe in the Trinity and all this, thing, you're following a religion. I don't care what you say, you're following a religion. If you say, "Oh, I don't follow a religion," I ask you, just if a Christian ever asks you, "I not follow a religion," it just ask them how much books in the Bible. If they say 66, there's a Protestant. No matter what they say, they're just a Protestant. They could deny it how much they want. They just a Protestant. They're a Christian. They follow a religion. They will deny it, but they follow a religion. The only person I could believe who's not following religion is those people who say, "I believe in God, but I don't believe in religion," and they don't follow Christianity, Islam, nothing. They just say they believe in God and just do what they want. Those are people I say don't follow religion because they don't follow the Bible. They don't follow Islam. They don't follow Hinduism. They don't follow Sikhism. They don't follow Buddhism. They don't follow any religion. They just say they believe in God and just live their life. Kind of like either like DS or anybody else. These are people who just believe in God and just move on. Obviously, I have a video I could make on those types of people because I have a bone to pick with them because I could explain why we need religion because we need rules. Or else, if we don't have rules, we will just everything will be in chaos. But that'll be a later time. I might make a video on that later, explain why people who say there's no religion is wrong and people. So I just want to debunk this foolishness I like to hear from Christians a lot. Who like to tell me this, oh, why you just want to find religion? If you want to favorite God, just be a Christian. There's always with God. This foolishness. And notice only Protestants are saying this. It only Protestants. I never see no Catholics say it, no Orthodox say it. It only Protestants. I just want to just get it off my chest. It just always pisses me off. As a revert, it was pretty hard, especially when you live in a mostly Christian family. It has been really tough because you had to deal with a lot of foolishness like that. So yeah, this is my first video. Hope you enjoy it and subscribe because I'll make more videos like this. Yeah, later. Assalamu alaikum.